All right, and we are continuing on in part two. The light is changing a little bit. I'm sorry if I look, my T-zone is not cooperating. Anyway, moving on. I was holding up these socks, and actually, since that upload took a little longer than I realized it was going to, I got this much done on the socks, and I am now ready to do the sewn bind off. So very excited. I am gonna do an afterthought heel in these, and these are my Valentine socks because Pat can't knit socks, so I'll knit myself socks, right? All right. And as far as whips, there was this one. So I was working on this the last, which way does it go? This way? No, this way. I was working on this the last time you saw me, and I got pretty far. I got all the way down to the first fade, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna do this with it, I'm gonna do that with it, and I realized that I stopped, and I was just like, I'm not gonna wear this. Like, darker colors are good, and I already have one mint. I'm not gonna wear this as a top. So then I was thinking about it, and I'm like, oh, like what else could I see? And I found the Shui Sui Shrug. I'm really not sure if I'm saying any of the letters that are supposed to be in there. It's a shrug by Suzanne Summers, and so this is going to be that shawl slash sweater. So I'm going to do the fade still, and I'm going to start at the top with this, and then I'm going to go into the mint that I have. Nope. Try again. The mint. So I'm going to have these, and then you go down a little bit further. I'm going to fade into my the blueberry one and the other blue one, so I have two of those. And then I was going through my stash and I was trying to find things. So this was the Monet from Hedgehog Fibers. Looks like this. And I had used it in my Love the Sea shawl, but obviously I have a lot left, and I hate this yarn for socks, so shawl or sweater it is. So then I figured this would go really pretty with them. And then this is Plymouth Yarn Company in the blueberry color. So I was like, okay, those look really good. And then this is from Long Dog Yarns. I'm gonna say her name's Sam. She has a podcast that she does here and there, and I gave my friend Molly this skein, or one skein like this, for her birthday last summer. Yeah, 2017 summer, but I couldn't walk out of the shop without one for myself. I used my other one, the Casada, in the bottom part of my fade, and this one's just been sitting, and I'm like, it's gotta be something. I want it to be socks. No, I want it to be a shawl. No, I want it to be this. And it just kept sitting, like I wasn't sure. Well, the way this shrug works, you knit almost like a shawl, and then you add sleeves. So I thought that the brioche sleeves would look really beautiful in like maybe Monet and Fairy Wings from Long Dog Yarns. So like this would be part of the back portion, but the color would like pull it all in. See, blues are just my jam. They are exactly what I love. So I'm thinking these, I'm thinking these, and it's just gonna be like a really fun faded Shui Sui Shrug. I'm going with it, but I'm not confident in that word at all. But I just think that this would look really pretty as the, because you knit from like about here down to however. I'm assuming they tell you to stop, but I might make it a little longer because I kind of like the idea of having things to hold on to. I've noticed that I really like doing this, so, and you can always push it up your arm further. I'm so jazzed about this. It's gonna be a long project. I'm mentally preparing myself for it because I'm not that fast at brioche, and it's gonna be like 5 skeins and 2,000 yarns, but I have enough. I definitely have enough if I'm like brioching with these other colors, and I just think that the whole thing's gonna come out really nice. So it's gonna be like a summer shrug that I can wear over black or gray, you know, like all your basics that I typically wear as an art teacher, because art teachers tend to wear a lot of black and gray. Don't know why. Maybe because it goes with everything. Oh, and Jeannie, that was another one. I was thinking that when I ran out of one, I could brioche it with this. So this was that skein of Genie that I thought was gonna come out with like blues and browns and coppers, and it came out with like orange and green and no blue and some pink. I just was really irritated with it, and I threw it in the stash because I was so mad. I wasn't like, you pay, you know, what, 28 for a skein of hedgehog fibers and you hate the color? Like, that's so frustrating. So I got this and I was like, I hate you, go away. And it like stayed up in that compartment for a while. And then as I'm putting this together, I was like, oh, you have a place now. You're all right, I don't hate you anymore. So I pulled it out and yeah, now it's gonna have a home and it's gonna be brioche. It's gonna be brioche. Whoop, whoop. So I'm very excited about all of that. I was doing it and it wasn't speaking to me. Instead, I did this, and you can see when you really want to make something, you can make it. So I was thrilled with that. I'm very thrilled with that choice. I think I'm sticking with that one. I'm gonna start it and see how it goes, but I really feel like that's where I want to be with it. I'm very excited. I'm very, very excited. So, moving on. That is pretty much all the whips that I have here that I've been working on. I still have Mermaid Holiday Party pencil socks, Serious socks. I still have my Christmas Eve cast on. I still have Pat's That Snow Moon socks. I still have Pat's blue and orange socks. I still have a lot of socks from last year. So this time in Wish Knits, it's, now that I've got one of these, I might cast on another. I know, I have so much to finish, but I want like what, like 2 more. And then I'll stop. I can't help it. I'm so bad. I'm so bad. I can't help it. I'm sorry. Anyway, but I want to finish it. Like, I want to finish at least one of these. So, like, I've got my first pair for the box of socks is a raspberry. I finished Pat socks, but they don't count for mine. And then, none of the socks downstairs count except for the Mermaid Holiday Party because they were New Year's cast on. So, like, none of those count towards the box because they were all last year's, right? So I can't use those. So I'll finish them all, but then they go right into my regular box and not my next year's box. I feel like I'm already behind because last year I think I had 3 pairs of socks done at this point and I don't even have 1 and it's February. Sweater. 8-day sweater. It stole my heart and I just knit. I loved it. I loved every second of this one. There was like maybe around the last day where I was like, come on, I just want it done because I want to wear it, but I wasn't even tired of looking at it. I just really wanted to wear it. And I also had a deadline in my head. I wanted to wear it for the trunk show specifically. Like, I was like, all right, I'm going to wear like capris and this. And that's what I'm going to wear to the trunk show. And I was just really on it. So I'm thrilled that I got it done. Anyway, don't need to be babbling about that anymore. So there's tons that I still need to work on. I know that. I will be casting on the Shui Sui Shrug. I will be casting on 1 more of these. And I will be finishing Pat's Valentine's Gift. And then I think, like, all right, I have My Island and the teal that I put together, and I want to make the brioche bandana cowl with that, and I'm not giving up on it, but I might hold off on that because this shrug has brioche in it. So I think 1 brioche at a time for me is probably best. And I'm not sure if you knit it on a 5 or a 6 or a 4. I would like to do it on a 5 so that I can knit my other sweater on a 6. But I have a lot of 5s and 6s, and actually I have 2 6s, one that's a longer cord and one's that's a shorter cord, and the shorter cord really speeds this up for me. I found that out. Like, the shorter the cord, the closer the stitches are and the less shuffling I do. So this knit up even faster because I was like learning from this. Plus this is the first, no, I already, this wasn't the first one that I had the flicking technique down, but it's the first one since I met Mina, so maybe I'm a little faster. Maybe some of the Mina fast knitting rubbed off on me, just a little bit, maybe. Moving on. This is why part 1 was 40 minutes because I don't shut up. Okay, anyway, Wishnits, finishing things. That's what I want to do. Then, quick Ravelry mail. I got a pattern from Jen Sheelan, who is, oh my gosh, she's absolutely wonderful. I love her. So she sent us a pattern. She did the enchanted pool shawl that I had showed earlier. So now this one is a hat and mitten pattern. So that's going to be part of the giveaway. I'm so excited. I really want to get these. Like, I feel like I hoard them because I feel like, okay, patterns are so, patterns and the yarn, it's so special. I want to like give it away for a giveaway, and then I don't do enough giveaways. So let's do more. 2018, more giveaways for you, because you guys are the reason behind all of this. So more for you. Let's do it. Maybe I'll do like one a month and just like open a thread and just do like a relaxed giveaway, like something like that. Or I'll pull from the comments down below, or I'll let you know what it is to win. Because I love that you guys sit here with me and listen to me babble throughout all of this. P.S. There's probably not going to be babble because I'm doing all of it now. But you guys listen to me, and I kind of want the people who hang in with me to get the prizes, because that's awesome. It's awesome, awesome. So anyway, shush Meg. Moving on. Thank you, Jen, for the pattern. Also, I mentioned earlier, Kay sent her pattern over, so there will be patterns in the giveaway thread that I will be setting up soon. Maybe quite after this podcast. I'm going to close one and open another. Yeah? We'll do patterns and yeah. Anyway, moving on. So yes. Oh, and there's a new podcast that I found. Salapalooza Knits on Instagram. She invited me to join the Ravelry group that she had. And so I found her, and I was like, oh my gosh, like, she's so pretty. Let's learn more about her. So her name's Elizabeth, and I didn't get to watch a ton of the podcast because it was at the end of the day of school. So I had like 20 minutes, and I got through most of one, and I really enjoy her accent, I enjoy listening to her, I enjoy her storytelling. So far, so good. I think I found a new podcast to watch. So yay! And I wish her all the best because she's just brand new and starting out. So lots of love and support. Why not, right? So yes, Elizabeth, she's new, so you might catch her on Instagram. She takes really beautiful pictures of her sweaters and her stuff, so yeah, why don't you go head over there if you're looking for something new. I found something to recommend. Ooh, I have a whole recommendation section that I will be giving to you in a little bit. So let's move right into Mr. Postman, and in this section I have gifts. And I have something that I ordered. So one gift that came in, cheers! One gift that came in is a gift from Ash. And she is the Vessel Yarn Co. owner and does dyed yarn and stitch markers through there. So it says, teaching is a work of heart. It's just so cute. And it's also one of those like giant mugs, because I love mugs. Pat's like, oh, another mug. And I'm like, but look how cute it is. I couldn't help it. Anyway, he'll never see it because it's going to be up in the yarn loft filled with minis right now. So these are all hand-dyed minis from her as well. And it's just so sweet. I don't know whether I want to turn them into birds or, I think this one's so pretty. I don't know if I want to turn them into birds, or if I want to turn them into ornaments, or if I want to knit them into my Cozy Memory sweater, which actually I'm really thinking I need to restart that sweater for the third time, because I now, like with the So Faded pattern, I now have found a sweater that I understand what size fits me. And I started that sweater on a 4, and I know now that I can knit my sweaters on a 6 to get the drape that I like. So it's probably not going to have the same amount of drape I want. So I think I'm going to restart it. But anyway, Ash, thank you so much. This is absolutely gorgeous, and I love it. I love it so much. And it's dishwasher. Microwave and dishwasher safe, which is even better because I love being able to just use my mug repeatedly and like wash it easily. So thank you. This is amazing. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. So I got that. and oh, a bag of chocolates, which are like half gone. I'm trying to be good, but like I get home and I'm like, ooh, a chocolate. Ooh, another chocolate. Ooh, a third chocolate. Oops. So it's almost gone. Okay, that was the mail. And then, so Connie, oh my gosh, Connie. I'm gonna grab, no, I'm not. I'm just gonna grab the whole bag. So Connie had sent me a bag with all of the swatches in there. And then she made a project bag for me. Guys, it's so cute. It is so cute. And it's got little skulls inside. And it's like, it's perfect. It's perfect for like shawls, sweaters, love drawstrings. And I don't have this fabric yet. I know, right? Because I do have a lot of bags. I understand that because I love bags and I use them. So I regret nothing. But this, I don't have this pattern yet. So I was thrilled. I don't have a Jack Skellington bag yet. And now I do. I had the Tim Burton one from Lila Styles, but that is different because that's all of the characters. And this is specific. And I love it. I absolutely love it. It's actually, I wanted to put this inside there at one point because it was purple, but I was like, keep it nice, keep it nice. So I had this, and I'm so excited about that. And then she sent me a little card. So in the card, I popped, there's a little stitch marker that she sent to go with it. So there's a little skull, which who doesn't love little skulls? I mean, come on. And then 2 packets of David's tea. I'm so excited. I'm gonna make a pot. Like I have a little, like tea for 2 pot. So I have 2 new David's teas that I get to get, and I don't think I've tried either of those. So I love that. And then I want to say pièce de résistance, but I can't speak French, so that was that effort. The pinnacle right here is I got a new pin, and it's a popcorn bag. Ah! Movies are one of Pat and my favorite things to do together. So this pin just, I love movies. I love going to the movies. I love knitting in the movies, and I have a pin. I have a pin to go with it. So on my Knitter's Edge bag, I have actually transferred some of my pins. I'm keeping all of my pins that I put on here at Vogue Knitting Live on here as a memory. But I don't want to weigh this down too much because I'm carrying it. I already have stuff in it. So I don't want the front to get too clunky. So this is a canvas bag. And I decided that I would start a little pin collection on the back. So I have my coffee, I have my pin, and then I have mornings are for coffee and contemplation, and this is I Need My Space. And then this one I just got is a little pin-up mermaid because I couldn't resist a little pin-up mermaid. And now I have a popcorn pin, so I'm so excited. And I think it's gonna go right there. So I am going to pop it on. All right. Ta-da. So, oh, look at it. It just lives so well there. Connie, you're my whole heart. You're beyond sweet. I cannot handle. It's gonna just beep right in there. The Coffee and Contemplation was from Turtle Soup on Amazon. Turtly awesome cards and gifts. If you were curious. And then from there, I found, and I don't know if I shared this one. This is Simply Serving. So I'm not, again, I have to check whether if they're mine or yours, but this one was one of the little chocolates for Valentine's. It's filled with fudge, which I just kind of want to eat it. And then this one is a little bear. Oh, so cute. In a teacup? Yeah, a bear in a teacup. It's like a little birthday bear in a confetti teacup. It's so cute. It's so cute. So I have to figure out if these are mine are yours. But I will find out soon, and then I will put them in their proper place, wherever that proper place ends up being. So I don't know if I got to share them before, but I wanted to, in case I didn't. So, doo-doo. And then I got my first installment from Molly of Homes Fun House, and I'm so excited. She did the Harry Potter Yarn and Charm Club, and this was with Lindsay of Simply Serving as well. Okay, there we go. Crinkly's done. I can take this out now. I really wanted to pop this one on this project too, but I didn't because I was trying to keep it nice for you. So this is on Molly's Merino Cashmere base, and I'm thrilled because I don't have Merino Cashmere in my stash much. I have one skein. So after I got Molly's skein of Merino Cashmere, I knit some socks, and it was just a dream to work with. So I'm so excited to have this again. This is the Night Bus January 2018 Harry Potter Yarn Club, and it looks like this. Oh, so cool. It's got all, I like those little black bits, but the lime, like not lime, like ochre. Oh, so good. And then it's one of the deadheads. I just like, I can't, I love it. There he is. I love it, I can't. All I can think is like, how rude. No underage wizards allowed in today. But oh my gosh, how awesome. Thank you so much, ladies, for putting together this fantastic club. I was very excited. I had gotten the last club, and I did love all my Sucre miniatures. But I saw that Lindsay and Molly were working together. I know I love Lindsay's charms. I somehow have not been able to beat up any of her charms, so I'm telling you, I apparently beat up charms. I swear I don't mean to, but her charms have withstood like all of my beat up. I've never had it, you know, one piece come out of the other. I've had to I've had to super glue other charms, but never hers. So thank you so much, ladies. I'm so excited. It is February, so I'll be expecting my second installment, and I'm so excited. I cannot wait to see what the next one is. But this one's gonna be socks. This one's gonna be socks, possibly patterned, maybe, possibly patterned. And I'm not I might use something, I think I'm gonna use, it has 10% nylon in it, but I might use something with maybe 20% nylon in it for the heels, just because that does get a lot of wear. So, and the other ones are Christmas socks, so they're not going to get a ton of wear. Maybe these will be like softer house socks. You know, I won't beat them up as much, but for reference, I think I'm going to put some extra nylon in the heel. Anyway, I love it. I love it. I love it. So I wanted to share it with you guys, and I didn't want to put it away in the stash yet. So I got all of that. Got all of that. Just take all of this. Okay. So, as you know, got a trunk show coming up, so that, yes, Connie, Molly, Ash, I did all three. So the shop is currently on vacation until after the trunk show, which is only 2 weeks away, so no worries, this yarn is going to be available to you quite soon. And I was thinking I would have maybe like a little coupon code for anyone who couldn't come to the trunk show, so I will be posting a photo with the percentage and the code on my Instagram. So keep an eye out for that. But let me show you some of the things that I have been working on. This one was the Luna colorway. So you're just as sane as I am. From there, I have a new blue of Polyjuice Potion. I brought back Alice in the Roses. So there's a few skeins of that. I have a few skeins of Butterbeer, which is a softer pumpkin color than my pumpkin pasties, which is a neon orange. So that one looks kind of like that. Going into food more is the Chocolate Frog. I have these across a few bases. Since I'm doing Legally Blonde, I got, oh my god, you guys. Awesome for the kitty cat hat. And probably awesome for Tristan's new brioche hat. So I think I might use that. Going in the pink vein, this is Madame Puttyfoot's Tea Shop. It comes with very pale pink, a little bit of cream, and the ballet pink. This seriously does remind me of my very first pair of ballet shoes as a kid. It's a very nice memory. This is Astronomy. So this would count towards your class roster, Cal. So that one's new. Oh, and this is Astronomy on a second base. So this one is the Twisty Sparkle. This is the Sparkle. Okay, and then this one doesn't have a name yet. But there's like 8 skeins of it, so I have to find a name. This one's Coraline. And I think I need a top of this in Coraline. Pretty sure I do. Because I would wear this yellow. I would totally wear this yellow. So that's a top, but not the first top that I need to make. This one is the final draft of Shell Cottage, and I'm obsessed. So here it is on Sparkle, and here it is on the 80/20. And I'm obsessed. I'm super obsessed. So this is the next top that I'm gonna be making, is definitely this. I might actually start it so that I could be knitting on it on our drive and the drive back. I don't think I'll get it done before the trunk show, which is fine, but I could have it there so you could see it knit up, and that would be interesting. I will be alternating skeins on the next one. I've learned my lesson, and I think I'm going to use the pavement pattern with shorter sleeves and extra stitches on the side, because I really like the drape around my hips. I really like, was it A-line tops? So yes, there it is. Shell Cottage, my new obsession, totally obsessed. You're just as sane as I am, and Shell Cottage are my tippy top right now. Of course, Astronomy would look really good in one of these two. Anyway, I mean, I could knit 20 of these, and I might. From there, I got these in, what are we, Babbel? Yeah, sure, we're in Babbel now. I did place an earlier Knit Picks order, and I was trying to figure out what I wanted to knit some of those like Snohomish pullovers or something with. So I got a Wool of the Andes Superwash in Merlot Heather, which looks like that. And I got another one in Aurora Heather, which is this one, which I'm pretty obsessed about. It's a really nice green. It's like dark green and neon, like Kelly green mixed together. It's very cool. I really didn't know what Wool of the Andes could feel like, so I got it so that I could squish it, so that I could knit with it, so that I could work with it. It's kind of sticky, if that, like, you know, it's got like that woolly stickiness. So I'm still considering it, but those are my top picks out of Palette, which is a Merlot Heather again. Merlot Heather in Fingering. Ivy in the Palette. Yeah, so I was going through all of these browns and greens because I know I wanted to either do brown or green for these pullovers, and I just didn't know one yet. So I'm working on it. At the moment, the plain old sweater is doing it for me. I'll get into cables after, I don't know, at some point when my head isn't going to explode. And then there's a new line that Knit Picks has, which is the tonal hand paints. So this is the color Rockaway, which I thought could make a really nice pavement. And this one is the Crevalis. It's like a purple black. Yeah, black purple. And then the one that I'm gonna make the knife grinder's daughter out of is the Calmuth Falls tonal. It's a little darker than it's showing up because my hands are getting blown out. Yeah, it's more accurately this dark, but so you can see it. Very pretty. And it's like a navy black. And I just think it's gonna be so gorgeous. So I got 4 skeins of this. 5 skeins of this? I think 5. Because it's only 357 yards. It's an 80-20. It's the Highland wool and polyamide. So it's a little scratchier than my 80-20 merino, but I'll forgive it for that. I'm sure it'll soften up when it washes. And I feel like this sweater is gonna get a lot of wear, which made me feel like a strong wool was a good choice. So, that's the bin of stuff that I've been up to and stuff that I wanna knit and like all the yarn that I need to put into the shop after the trunk show, and a sneak peek of everything that you're gonna see at the trunk show, provided I don't steal 2 skeins of this because I need it. Just kidding, I am stealing 2 skeins of it, and y'all gonna be okay with that. Oh gosh, it's good to be proud of your own work, right? I am. I really like my stuff. So, desperately need to start another basic pullover. Absolutely, 100%. How am I doing on time? 32. Okay. So a few more minutes just to wrap up. Super Bowl was Sunday. Eagles won. Super exciting. Pat ripped a stress ball in half by accident, and now we have a ripped bison. It was funny at the time, but this is why I didn't let him play with my tape measure, because I knew he was going to break something, because when he fiddles, he just breaks things. So he doesn't mean to, he just does. So pens and paper clips and anything that he gets his hands on. I'm like, don't touch my stitch markers. Don't touch my measuring tape that like pulls out, because I know he'll break it. He won't mean to, but he will. So we won. Yay. That was very exciting. The play is keeping me so busy. I have to be over at school at 3 today to catch kids up that weren't there for the rehearsal. I don't work today, so I'm doing this for free. Just. This is the love that teachers have for kids, okay? So yes, the play's keeping me really busy. I was home the weekend, not last weekend, weekend before. My grandmother turned 95 the Tuesday after, so super exciting. And I made the happy birthday color for her, and that will all be listed in the shop as well. Trunk show stress. I didn't know that I could dye so much yarn in one day, and